Hello guys, today we are making a soup here, and this soup is a little bit different than the American kind. I'm doing a little like an Asian kind of kick to it, soup, and we have a leftover chicken, rotisserie chicken we bought from the Costco, and this is a little bit leftover the gravy stuff, the sauce juice from it, and then we separated from the white meat, the brown meat, and all that meat part, and we peeled it off from the bones here. So at first, when we make this thing, we have to make a stock out of this one from here. And so because we want to make a stock off of here because it brings a natural chicken broth in order to make a soup for it. So to begin with that, I am just gonna dump the water. And I'm using about a cup and a half right here. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to just crank the heat up, and I am going to put the whole chicken in here. Chicken bones and all that stuff in here. I also adding some garlic, leftover garlic. I'm gonna add some carrots here. Some white onions here. And I was going to add a celery to it. Put in leftover chicken juice from the Costco bag. And I just added the water a little bit. So we can go ahead and turn this thing down. And this needs to be a boil for a while. Ultimately, to make it a beautiful chicken stock, overnight is the prime of making an awesome chicken stock. But if you don't have that kind of time, 30, 40 minutes is okay. And if you want to skip all that process, buying a chicken stock from organic, from the grocery stores and something like that, that just is perfect, okay? So if you want to do that, you can skip this part and just buy already made chicken stock. So it's been about 45 minutes, and let's go ahead and dump all the chicken stocks, everything, into the strainer. Okay. And then from here, you can just go ahead and just let it drain for a while. So right here in the chicken stock right here is very, very concentrated. And so from here we can use a stock out of this, so it's going to be turned into an awesome chicken base. But this won't be enough, so we do need to add some other chicken flavor into it to make it into a complete rotisserie chicken soup for it. So for you guys, if you guys have one of these better than bouillon, like this chicken base, it's always good to have one of these, and I like this one as well. So I want to make a little bit of a oriental kind of flavoring to it. So I'm not going to use this one, but if you're going to use this one, you can use this one, or if you want to choose the canned kind, you can do that too as well. But I like this better than a can or other stuff, just because it's more better on that one. So for today's recipe, I am going to use a Kim Gum Lee, and it's a chicken bouillon powder, and this is a bit different than this one right over here, okay? Because it has a little bit more stronger flavor to it, all that. And so, and I don't know why my wife is still laughing at me because she's filming, but
I think it's Ikumki or of us. You said his name wrong.
what's his name? So what's his name? Why are you laughing at his name? Did I say it wrong?
Yes.
No, I thought King Gum Gi. What?
No, it's Li.
Oh, Lee.
That's in Chinese Li.
Oh, Lee Gum Gi. Well, my bad. Good thing I'm an Asian guy. So anyways, let me go ahead and when you buy this can like this, it comes with a spoon like this. So you want to dump in about three, just because my wife loves of the chicken to soup that I make, so she wanted me to make it a lot, and so she can have it for next day, and next day. But you guys don't have to go next day, and next day. You can make a much smaller portion for it. Okay, so there's that one. And I also like to add like the canar. It's a lot of Mexican people like this kind of chicken base for it, and I do too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that stuff in here, and I'm gonna put like 2 of these. Okay, and there's that. And then let's see. And I'm going to put just a half teaspoon of the mustard ground, but you don't have to put that thing in there. It's just me, okay? So you don't need to do that. Because I'm looking for a certain type of unique flavor. So I only put a half teaspoon is all. And coriander, the same thing. I'm only gonna put a little bit of just a half teaspoon is all. And put that stuff in here. Okay. And I also gonna put hondashi, and I'm gonna put that thing stuff in here a little bit as well. Okay, a tablespoon, that's all. And then, so right now over here the hot water is boiling, and I'm gonna put hot water in here. And this one is about I would say about 6 to 7 cups. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that hot water in here. See how much liquid it is? Because my wife wanted me to make so much. I have no idea though. I'm just following the instruction. So when you're creating a soup and stuff, I'm supposed to put this thing celery in there first. In there, just because celery is good to start out with that, along with onions. But I kind of forgot.
No, you already did actually.
Well, I already did in earlier because it was a chicken base that I was starting with. But it's still okay, you know. When you make a soup and stuff, there's no right or wrong and what goes first and what was. As long as it comes out, outcome tastes yum yum, and that's all that matters. All right, and then why don't we go ahead and put the carrots in here as well. And then about 5 minutes later, about 3 minutes later, I'm going to add potatoes in here. Okay. All right, guys. So it's been already 3 minutes. Oh, already smells good. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put potatoes in. Wow, that's freaking hot. Don't do that because hot water splashes. But I'm a professional, so it's okay. All right. And then next, I'm gonna go ahead and put the chicken in here. And I'm also going to add Worcestershire sauce, and I'm going to put a tablespoon and a half. And this one is just optional. It's a mushroom seasoning, and this is the stuff it's made out of. And this option, you don't have to put this one in here, but I'm going to. And I'm gonna put about a teaspoon as well.
How about noodle?
You know what? Yeah. In fact, on this soup, if you like to add rice, perfectly fine. If you have a noodle, that's fine too. Macaroni and cheese noodles, whatever you have in your house, you can put it in here. It's perfectly fine because it's a soup. The soup is no right or wrong. It's whatever sounds good, and whatever you need to get rid of and turn it into a meal is the perfect solution. Oh, too much. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon and a half. Just a little more. That's good.
So about 2 spoons.
Huh?
So about two tablespoons.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do 2 tablespoons. How about that? So that my wife can be happy. So earlier, my wife, she chopped up a whole bunch of potatoes and things like that. And each one of them is about the cup of each, except that she loves the potatoes so much, so she added about 3 cups, okay? If you guys want to know how much stuff was in here, because I was kind of dumping in for you guys. But this is, take a look at this soup right here, and this is what it looks like at this point, okay? So at this point, what you want to do, you want to taste. At this point, it tastes so good. But for me, I'm not into a little bit of salt into it, but my wife does. So she allowed me to add a little bit more saltiness on that. And for you guys who's watching and trying to make this soup, you can, this is time, you just kind of go like this, blow it so it doesn't burn your tongue. Like that, and go, I need to add just a little more this and that would be a perfect soup for you. So for now, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt because I'm not a really salt fan, but she is. So I'm just gonna put a dash of that salt, about half teaspoon is all. That's it. Nothing too crazy. And then maybe just a little bit of half teaspoons of soy sauce. That's it. And when you put soy sauce in there, it's gonna bring a little bit darker color. All right, so let's examine and let's do the taste. Okay, this is done. And off, let's do serving, okay? That looks pretty dang good. Alright guys, so we have a finished product of a wonderful Costco Rotisserie chicken, the leftover meal that we had, and turned it into a lovely, awesome homemade chicken soup with a touch of a little bit Asian flavor to it. And why don't we go ahead and taste it? Oh, you already tasted it?
Yes.
And how is it?
Good.
It's really good? Well, let's see. Wow. This is a super duper really good. Let's get some chicken. Just the way it should be. It's full of punch of the flavors, and I like the potatoes and all that stuff. It's just a nice combination for it. And then my wife made the little garlic bread all from her. Let's taste and see. We'll dip it with this.
You know, she says don't mention about the kids, but my kids, our kids, love his chicken noodle soup. We used to put noodles in it, but then now it's simpler to just do it without noodle. So it's all depends on your preference. You can add anything you like. You can subtract whatever you don't like. You can make your own soup. With his recipe, it can go.
Well guys, this is so good. This is super easy to make, and if I can do it, anyone else can do this. And really, it doesn't cost anything extra because it's something you already have at home. You're just taking a bit of from the refrigerator to pantry and making it into a meal. It's just something that we all can do. And so hopefully you can have a good successful on your cooking journey. But guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and see you next time, and catch you later. Okay, bye. So this soup is really good, isn't it? What's your favorite part? Everything?
Yeah. Wow, look at this.
Just drink it.